Hey, you guys, welcome back to True Healing Success. I am on my rampage. I am exposing as much as I can, like everybody else. That's what I do. I'm a life coach. I'm a healer. I mean, what do you think? I'm here to heal and help as many people as possible. And I don't care if it's this generation or the generations to come. I just know that what I do, everybody can't do. And that's why I know what I'm doing, I'm good at. For one, the Father got my back. And for two, I don't story. I just keep it real and tell you guys what I have witnessed, what I have seen, of what I have learned, or if I don't know anything about it at all. But today I will be talking about witchcraft. I hope this video go viral, okay? Because I'm not a person to do witchcraft. I don't even like to hear it. I don't like to see it. Like, it just angers my spirit. If you want to see me get upset, let me see something that's against my Father. I feel like the Messiah. I'm throwing everybody tables down, okay? Are y'all crazy? Do y'all know the men that y'all are messing with? Like, I'm like that. You get what I'm saying? So I just got to put this out there. So I had some experiences of myself. And I'm just like, you know what? I got to tell these stories. And everybody keep telling me I have to tell my stories. So I promise you guys, I will end up posting this. I will end up saying it. So this is what I'm doing. Um, for starters, before I tell my story, I'm going to go let this guy who got his video on YouTube, I want him to break down the actual spelling of this, the word. And then once he do this, I'm gonna stop him and I'm be just going to like jumping back and forth between him and I with my story and then his story and like see when we compare. I have not listened to his video. So I'm watching it for the first time with you guys. And I'm just gonna go based off what I know. And like I said, what I like to do is when the Father bring me something or something cross me, I like to see if it adds up to what I already know. You get what I'm saying? Because if some things don't, I'm like, everybody just trying to do stuff to make money, get likes and views and stuff like that. But really and truly, I'm here to tell y'all the truth. So I ain't got nothing to hide. And I don't need to lie to y'all because I ain't gaining nothing. I just want y'all to stop the bull crap because that's less that my son have to deal with growing up. And if all this stuff just keep going, that means I have to like really teach my son to watch out for demons, warlocks, and witches. So the more we can help, the more we stopping. I need your help to stop this crap, okay? Because we already fighting a spiritual war. I don't have time to fight everybody who I run across because now everybody's planning, dibbling, dabbling, and whatever that they, oh, I'm so lonely. Let me try this. Stop being dang on lonely and desperate, please. So let me shut up and let me go ahead and just start so we can know what's going on here. So I'm going to share my screen. And I'm getting used to the sharing screen, so y'all be patient with me. But I'm getting it. How about that? How about that? So let's listen to him, hear him out.
My friend, the W is worship, and they worship not God or Jesus Christ, but wisdom of darkness.
The
The
W
W
for
in
worship.
witchcraft is worship, and they worship not God or Jesus Christ, because Jesus Christ is God, but the worship the kingdom of darkness. I would know that anything that not of light is darkness. Darkness is of the devil. Darkness is evil, man. And the I. The I is the instruction is not biblical teaching, but of instruction of spell works and art of the hidden lies, pretentious of truth. The I is the instruction is not biblical teaching, but of instruction of spell.
So I just wanted to put this out there. In the Bible, it says that I gave the world to the hands of the wicked. Now you're like, why would the Father create this whole beautiful world and then give it to the hands of the wicked? Well, y'all got to understand, He's preparing y'all for what's to come because the Father has to separate the dark and the light. And that's what we're seeing now. So right now, He's making us choose what side we want to be on. That's why I'm bringing you guys all this because right now, y'all, we are living in a spiritual movie. And yes, you are a character in it. So you better choose wisely. Let me shut up and keep going.
And the art of hidden lies, pretentious of truth. Now, I say the word pretentious of truth. They pretend to act like it's truth, but it's hidden lies, instruction of spells, casting spells on people, casting spells to heal people, to hook people up, to destroy people. Instruction, my friend. And the C.
I agree so far.
No, not the T is the teaching also, that they instruct to teach about the art of witchcraft. So they have teaching. You have to read the book of become a beginner, of to become a witch, to have.
So we got, what was the W? We got watch, instructions, and teach. Was I right? Watch, instructions, and teach. I'm gonna go back and see if he could do the W again. But yeah, so far he making sense. Let's just keep listening.
Witchcraft spells, my friend. And the C, the casting of spell. So the T was the teaching of the works of a spell casting and works and all the sorcery behind the teaching of witchcraft. And the C, the casting of spells upon people or the atmosphere for power. So they crave for power. They crave for casting of spells upon people or the atmosphere for power. And the H is the ranking, the high priest or the priestess of the craft, brainwashing of higher power in the occult. Now, they don't mention the archy of priests and priestess to individual, but if you dissect them, my friend, they are priests and priestess of the craft, brainwashing for higher power in the occult. Like Lucifer want to have greater power to become God, and God said,
Okay, so I just remembered in my last video, I just read about the priest is not following the Most High. All our higher ups, they start turning into witchcrafts, warlocks, Sadducees, Pharisees, like a lot of stuff, right? Now, y'all think Haitians was our Levitical priests. Haitians had a duty with the Father that they was like right up under the Messiah. When it come down to like priest and going back and forth to the spiritual realm, like they was right up under our Messiah. So all of the 11 tribes, we had to go and give a lot of our like offerings and stuff to them, because the Levites, which is the Haitians nowadays, and that's why you hear them all doing like voodoo. Oh, Haitian is really big with the voodoo and stuff. I'm telling y'all, like the Father not playing. Y'all listen to these things and start connecting y'all dots. So with the Haitians, they was our Levitical priests, and they fell tremendously. So the Father, that's why he got them over there doing witchcraft, voodoo, anything that you can think of, because he said, I'm going to cause an illusion in their mind. Y'all was one of my holy people. Like I was about to say chosen and holy, but holy. Y'all my holy people, and y'all want to start doing this, and y'all know what type of God y'all got. Y'all want to start praying to pagan and Baal for spirits and powers, and y'all know I come with all that. So that's what I just wanted to put out there. But go back to our history. Let me be quiet, and whatever keep popping up, I'm gonna keep saying it, because like I gotta reach my people. Hello.
said, nobody. I'm the only God up here. And God kicked him out. And Jesus Christ said, I saw Satan as lightning that fell from heaven. And the R, they are rotten in their heart towards those who come against their works in the church. And they recruit when we see in their heart. Now they're rotten because of people like me that fight against them, telling them that they are of the flesh, my friend. Amen. They are rotten.
I need y'all to go watch my previous video. I'm telling y'all no lie. I just said the same thing. When I used to be on these TV sets and film and stuff like that, they didn't even want to look my way. I don't even mean to speak so fast, but it's the freaking truth. They would not look my way. They would try to overlook me. Anything that they would do, because spirits know spirits. I promise you. So what he's saying, honey, let me tell you something. A Yali person or a Yali person, a wicked person or a Yali person, the two would never get along. Okay. My grandmother was a holy Bible woman. My dad was a Mason. Every time they came together, it was always arguing. It's like the angels and the demons fighting. I used to just sit back like, I'm not even lying to y'all. Like, so trust me, whenever you know your spirit, that's why I said that right now the Father got us. He said, honey, I can't let the angels come down there yet because I got to put the seal on all my people. I got to see who mines and who the devils. Because let me tell you something. I'm about to turn this mother sucker up. Y'all think America something? This whole thing of a globe that y'all see right here. Oh, y'all want to play with globes and sorceries and counting cards. Oh, I'm about to show all y'all. So I'm about to make all y'all gods look like nothing. I'm telling y'all, I'm telling y'all, the Father here, man. He here. Y'all better stop playing. Let me shut up and get back to it.
Rotten in their heart toward those who come up against them in works in the church, in their recruit. When we see their heart, now they try to recruit people, but in their heart they are rotten. They're like a rotten tomato, rotten grape, rotten banana, rotten to the core. You see worms coming out. I'm talking about witchcraft, my friend. And the answer.
If y'all go back to my previous video with that girl I was talking about, remember she said when she put on that actress clothes and when she went to sleep, it felt like stuff was crawling in her skin. I'm telling y'all, this spiritual realm is nothing to play with. I'm not here to scare y'all. My grandma scared me. But at the end of the day, I got a hold of it. I got a whiff of it. And now I'm like, look, y'all, it's nothing to play with. Y'all better be happy somebody's scaring y'all because the truth is scary. But once you get prepared for it, you know what's to come. Let me shut up. Y'all better stay tuned.
Of how to defeat witchcraft is to be a follower of Jesus Christ's righteousness.
The Messiah, the black one.
Is the answer of how to defeat witchcraft is to be a follower of Jesus Christ. So if you want to defeat witchcraft, so it won't affect you, my friend, is to be follower of Jesus Christ's righteousness, which is the Holy Spirit, because the Spirit is contrary to the flesh and the flesh to the Spirit, and these are contrary one to another. But Jesus Christ's righteousness will defeat witchcraft any day, any hour, any second, because greater is living on the inside. Amen.
Hallelujah.
So it's the answer. And
I don't say amen, but I say hallelujah.
Stand is the father of witchcraft, which it is hidden to those who say Satan does not exist to them. Now, the F is Satan is the father. He is the father of witchcraft, which is hidden to those who say Satan does not exist to them. And you ever talk to a witch, they say they don't worship the devil. They don't worship Satan because the devil blind their mind, blind their eyes of saying that Satan is the father of the craft. And T. The T is the thought of the information that are hidden or shown the evilness we will never see because they are good cooks, bakers of cake, great healer to those who are sick among us, great contribution of donation to the neighborhood. So, and the reason why people say they are good, because listen, the T is the thought of the information that are hidden of showing the evilness that we will never see because they are good cooks, bakers of cake, great healer to those who are sick among us, great contribution of donation to the neighborhood. I'm talking about the 10 reasons why witchcraft.
He said a whole lot in that. I know y'all believe that. Let me tell y'all something. That's why I watch when people say, oh, I'm a spiritual healer. I'm a heal. I say, from who? Who give you the powers to heal? Let me explain something to y'all. I tell anybody, I'm a healer by the Most High. I don't play with balls. I don't play with cards. If it's something that you need, I'm going to pray over you. I'm going to pray to my Father. Father, how can I help them? Can you move my body to hit whatever that they need? Like when I say I do not play with, let me tell y'all something. I don't need nobody's spirits touching me. And if anything, I know my spirit is so powerful, I will stop a lot of bad spirits. It's my spirit so powerful, people don't even come close to me. Do you hear me? I will see you and I'm like, I could be smiling and my eyes looking right to your soul. When I say the Father been opening up my eyes to all this stuff, that's what I'm telling y'all. I love to help, but I'm not stupid. Whatever I see, I believe. Y'all see my waters in the background? I think that's so cute. I'm not stupid. Listen, what the Father showed me, I take in. I'm not letting nobody come in my house. I watch you come in my house. I got menorahs with the 7 candles. I got Yah name right there. I got my Israel, our home. The only thing I ain't got is our holy, what is it? The thing we used to carry. Is it the covenant? No, that's covenant we have. Y'all get what I'm trying. Well, y'all probably don't know. If y'all Hebrew, y'all do know. But the things that we used to carry that was holy. That's the only thing I gotta buy. But other than that, when you come to my house, you got my trumpets, you got everything. Demons do not like coming to my house. And at first I'm like, dang, Father, why don't nobody want to come to my house? Well, now I'm happy. Keep y'all shenanigans to yourself. Everybody house I go to, they got gossip, they got this, they got that, and they house. I don't want to be a part of it. So the whole purpose of me talking about this witchcraft, because I'm about to tell y'all my story now. So he told y'all what it stands for, right? Now, first off, I want to say my dad is a Mason. Okay, he was a 33rd degree Mason. Black Masons will never know what white Masons know. Why? Because you would never, as you being a brown skinned person, why would they tell you their secrets when the Father said, I gave the world over to the wicked? Okay. The reason why our people become Masons is because they either get into trouble. They're trying to get the black skin situations lowered. What I mean by that is if you black, you want to join some type of cult, whether it's the fraternity group or whatever that these guys is joining into, because they're like, then I can go to jail or I sell drugs and stuff like this. So let me join these things because that will help me. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever they're doing, they're looking for something to help them because they already know that, like in America, you really don't have a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's like you better figure something out. Dead, jail, gay, whatever the case might be. So yes, they turn to secret societies because they say, oh, well, we can help you. You know, the devil always come calm. Well, you know what? If you ever get locked up, we can help you. Oh, we as a brotherhood, no matter what you get into, we got you. Yes, because it's a form of witchcraft. A lot of stuff that this man just read, witchcraft, I see masonry all over it. And I used to tell my dad, you might want to get out of that because Most High don't like that. Now I see why my dad and my grandma always battled when they got together. It's like they never liked each other. But my dad would never say he don't like my grandma. You understand what I'm saying? So by this being said, growing up, my dad used to always come get us, and we stayed with my dad. Let me take that back. We stayed with my dad, but what I mean by come get us is if we are out of town, then he would come drive and get us. And we used to, of course, travel. My dad used to speed on the highway. I'm talking about full-fledged speed. And then he get pulled over, but I never seen my dad get a ticket. I just hear my dad say certain stuff. And you know me, I was one of those kids that's always nosy. So when you think I'm asleep, I'm up. You get what I'm saying? I was just very curious as a child. So I'm sleeping. And he's like, can I see your license and registration? And I'm like, and then next thing I know, but I never seen my dad do hand symbols. I never seen him. I just heard what he used to say. Like, hey, I'm going north, but I got turned east. I did this and, but like I said, you don't want to play with the Masons code because if they find out you not, they will hammer your ass because they in the judge system, what is jurisdiction, what is it? What is the stuff I'm trying to say? The jurisdictional system, whatever it's called. They in everything. Politics, jail cells, like everywhere you think. These freaking Illuminati babies are everywhere. And yes, Masons and sororities are babies. to the actual elites. Everybody need a bloodline to carry. Okay, so that's why they go deeper and deeper into our generation when they come down to these colleges and stuff, because they have to get their babies too. The same way the Most High get his babies, the devils get their babies too. That's why I tell anybody, all this aka sorority fraternity, all that is, baby, is Greek mythology, philosophy, and it's gonna take your butt to hell. And I'm not lying to you. You got all these kids talking about, oh, I might join a sorority. Okay, well, you know what? Just know when you take that oath, you're taking a pledge of a demon. Demon need a shell because they already spirit. Okay, so you better watch what spirit you're giving oaths to. My grandma always told us we don't say no oaths or no pledges in nobody name unless it's the Most High, because whatever you say or do is going to come back to bite you. I know people, females, that won't even tell me that they was traveling women because they sense my spirit. And then when something not right, and I start asking questions, it's like they buckle down. And I say, you know what? Well, it's okay. You got to save your own soul. That's all I say. You ain't got to tell me no lies. You ain't got to lie to me. I'm not the Messiah. I am not the creator by far. I don't even want to be. With the works that's on his hands, thank you, there is a God named Yahweh, okay? Thank you, there is a Messiah that looks like me. I'll leave that to them. So go back to my dad. My dad being a Mason. Now, growing up, my dad wasn't really there, but he was there. You get what I'm saying? So in a lot of ways, we definitely had to teach ourselves. Because again, like, we never know my dad went to no Mason Hall. I didn't even know my dad was a Mason. But one thing I did know is when you pissed my dad off, the white in my eyes, his eyes was red. You did not want to make my dad mad, okay? I was terrified to make my dad upset because I'm like, oh shoot, he's mad. When I say it's just something that come over him and you like, what the freak is this? I don't know what all my dad had to sacrifice and what all my dad had to do. But do you know, to this day, my dad told me, baby, I don't know nothing about the Bible. But hold up, when you're a Mason, they say, oh, you have to believe in God. That's because they want you to turn your back on the creator so you can start to believe in a God. Yes, you are going to believe in a God. It's just not the one that you assumed. Okay, you're going to believe in my God. The God that the Masons believe, that's that witchcraft. Okay. And one thing about it is the Caucasians started the Masonry and then came to our people and said, hey, do you want to join? They already know we had targets on our back. So if you tell me that, well, you know what? We won't put y'all in slavery if you become a Mason. Well, you know, if white people do this, all you got to say is I'm in a brotherhood, you know, and all you got to do is call your higher rank a white man and he's going to save you, make sure you're okay. Why wouldn't our people not join? That's to get a target off their back, not knowing that, okay, well, you know what? Well, as long as you become a devil worshiping, we got you. And a lot of people, like, we fell from the Father. Did y'all? This thing says, Isaiah 18, 43. I'm about to say one thing when he say, we fell from him. It's Isaiah 43, and this is verse 27. Okay, Isaiah 43, verse 27. From the beginning, your ancestors sinned against me. All your leaders broke my laws. That's why I have disgraced your priest and assigned Israel to future complete destruction and shame. This came out of the Bible. So again, Israel, like a lot of stuff that's happening. Y'all, listen, if y'all don't get yourself together, Israel about to fall. Okay. You already know they've been injecting everything. You know, all of our kids are starting to come up with Alzheimer's, not Alzheimer's, but autism. And y'all better think about the times that we're going into. We have messed up from our creator and we better get it back together because now they're doing all the sorcery crap. And if you're not spiritual, you about to get ate up. So go back to my dad now. So like I said, we never known him to be a Mason. We never known him to do none of this stuff. But at the end of the day, now he's older and he can't really reveal. Like, I try to make my dad say stuff like, Dad, you tell these demons that the Most High always got your spirit. Some things he can't utter out his mouth. Okay. He gets like, so like that type of thing. And sometimes I'll be looking at him like, you took an oath. And that thing is knocking some things that come out your mouth. Like, it's certain things that these people can say and do, or whatever they took, that whatever spirit entered their body is like it's a tug of war between their flesh and that spirit that's inside. Or it could be a tug of war between the spirit that got in them and the spirit that's when the spirit take control of your body, it's going to push that consciousness of the Father back. And it's going to start to do everything. That's why you see a lot of people, they're not conscious no more, because their consciousness done move further away. And that spirit is taking control, because he said, you can't have two spirits living. So we're going to have to kill this one so we can come alive. And that's why, like you heard him say, they have to practice stuff. It's things that they have to do to keep these spirits in line and in tune. You get what I'm saying? Like, they have to please these spirits. So if not, that spirit going to use the heck out their body. And the Father said, that's why I gave a lot of them over to reprobate minds. And the Father saying, if you're not having me in your spirit, all it is an open doorway for another spirit to come in. Oh, when the demons come and say, oh, there's nobody living here. Come on, y'all, let's come. That's why he said, oh, you're going to have one demon and they're going to bring 7 more. Y'all better pay attention to what's going on. Okay. So by this being said, so like I said, we didn't know that my dad was a Mason. Now, years later, I'm researching like Masonry, the different levels. Y'all, I can tell y'all when I was 16, I put like the internet keep changing stuff. Oh my goodness. That's why I don't go off the internet no more. I stop and I start getting books, because books you can't change. Once it's there, it's there. Okay. So looking at the Masonry, the levels to Masonry, I'm like, okay, my dad is a 33rd degree. Let me tell y'all what made me start looking. So my dad said, like I told y'all, when I was younger, I used to research anything that crossed my mind that wasn't right. I'm very smart, very gifted in many different ways. And that's why I have to be careful on who's around me and what I do, because I know that since I know a lot, like I know the Father is like, baby, you do what you got to do. You spread my word. And I watch what I do, because I know I will be definitely at fault for it. That's why I said, no, when I say I'm a healer, it's all through the Father above. It has nothing to do with no cards. You won't see me playing with none of that. I don't play with stones. I'm not healing stone. I don't play with none of that stuff. Okay. I don't know who was the creator behind that stuff. Listen, I know there's a lot of demonic spirits behind a lot of the stuff that's being invented, like this. What is this death liquid? Oh my goodness. Y'all better start researching the makers behind the stuff that y'all either taking or putting on y'all body, because they're after y'all spirit, just to let y'all know. So like I said, now by me doing research and stuff, I know that Masonry is definitely not good. Once I start looking up Masonry, I start looking up fraternities and sororities. I start looking up Jesuits. I start looking up Illuminati, like all of this stuff I start to research, because I'm like, okay, so hold up. I want to see what is this? I start looking up the Nephilims and bloodlines, and of the elites, their blood is nothing like ours. That's why they have to intake blood. Like when I say that they're sacrificing, they have to do these things because of the spirits. Their ancestors is not our ancestors. Remember when the Father said he had to flood because of the giants and stuff like this? You got to think, didn't the giants come down here and mix with the humans? You got to think about all this stuff. Y'all better read, okay? So long story short, now I'm older and I have all this knowledge, and I'm just telling people used to think I was crazy, and young, very young. People like, crazy. Cece, you crazy. Empress, nah, come on now. Stop. I don't even want to hear about that no more. I'm like, all right, I'm just letting y'all know. You know what I'm saying? So long story short, now I'm older. I have my apartment. My dad comes stay the night with me. And all of a sudden, it's like the wee hours of the night now. I think we're approaching like 3 o'clock in the morning. Okay. And all of a sudden I heard like 3 different voices come out my dad. And the way my kitchen was set up is like, my living room was right here. If you come up and right here is a wall, but my kitchen is right here. So between my living room and my kitchen, it was just a wall. So all you had to do was like walk around, and now you can like look over and see in the living room, right? So my dad was sleeping on the couch. And at the time I was with my ex-boyfriend, Nitty. I was 21 years old. And I was with him and we stand together, of course. And my dad he was sleeping. All of a sudden, I start hearing these weird sounds, like 3 different sounds coming out of one body. And when I peek over, my dad is asleep. And it looked like something is hanging out his mouth. All I can do is like keep going, like, and all of a sudden I see something, but I'm like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? All I can do is just grab my mate at the time and just like start praying. Father, I don't know what this is. Like the whole time, these things, That thing wanted my dad to kill something. And my dad kept saying no. Sometimes, like, and to this day, my dad was like, baby, I have a problem sleeping. Anybody who take these oaths, want to be a sorority, a fraternity, Mason, whatever, you are not going to sleep properly. So I'm just warning you right now. All of it look good for freedom or for you to get out of jail card. But when you look at the stuff that you have to accept just for this get out of jail free pass, it's not worth it. That's why you call on the Father. He's our maker. He's our spiritual guidance. Trust me, if he opened the door for Daniel and the lion's den and all this, what you think? What, you different? No, you come from the same bloodline, the same stock. So stop being stupid. So by this being said, now I'm squeezing my ex guy, and all I know to do is just pray, pray, pray. I'm telling the Father, like, Father, I don't know what this crap is going on, da, da, da. But like I said, that's my first time ever seeing something just as drastic like that. You understand what I'm saying? So I keep blanking, like, what am I looking at right now? When I say the sounds terrified me, it seemed like scrunching, like some angry something. And all of a sudden I can just like, now, one thing I've noticed now, whenever you get terrified, these demons like fearful energy. If y'all ever remember the movie Monsters, Inc., they show y'all right then and there, they're putting in your face. The more scared you get, the more good spirits they get from your blood, get from your energy, just everything. And that's why even like when with these rituals and stuff, with these higher top people, do y'all know that they scare these babies? All these babies coming up missing and stuff, they scare the babies into they might put them in a room with snakes and give help. And the next thing you know, they do something, because all of this blood or energy stuff, like that's in your blood being left, that's what they need to keep going. You understand? So whatever is attacking you, do not be afraid. That's why the Father keeps saying, do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. Don't call me. Call me. Call me. I got every angel. Y'all know we got Gabriel. We got all of them. Just call me. I'm going to send somebody down there to help you. Don't play with me. I'm your God. You understand what I'm saying? So, honey, I was calling my God. I was calling Yahweh. Father, I don't know what this is. I don't know what my eyeball see. And I just, and when I say I was scared to touch my dad the next day, I was scared to touch my dad. Okay. I didn't even want to sit by him. And when he woke up, he just looked like he was in a fight for his life. My dad was just like this. Just his hands on his. And I said, Dad, you all right? And he said, yes, darling. I said, Dad, what was that last night? And I could tell he didn't even want to speak about it. He said, baby, I go through this. And when I say, I'm like, Dad, when did this start? He said, now he can't tell me. It started when he took that oath. Okay. Because my dad is a 33-degree Mason. Do you know that's 33 steps that you had to do? So what was you doing to get up that high? Hold up, but you would never. Do you really know that it is this 4th-degree Mason that only white folks and Caucasians or whoever at that time, they get to that. Black people don't get to that. So for one, is a lie. For two, they just use you. Do you know now my dad is 77 years old and they don't need him for nothing? And he said, honey, it wasn't even worth it. But when you was younger, they gave you all this. Oh, yeah, we got you, we got you, we got you. And you thought you was the man. Do you know my dad could kill you and get away with it? But that's because just like the industry, I'm going to use you while you good. And when you ain't, I'm going to use you up till you ain't good no more. Get out my face and let me bring somebody new in. That's why I keep telling y'all stop playing with the Holy Spirit. Stop playing with these witchcrafts and these witches that just want you. It's not worth it. You love you for you. That's why I'm here. You love you for you. Been there, done that. It's nothing to play with. Okay. So like I said, my dad was tired and he's just like, baby, it just hurts. He's like, I said, well, Dad, what do they want? And like I say, certain things they can't even talk about because them things hear everything. You get what I'm saying? Like, listen, you better not do the wrong thing because, honey, they probably had you punch yourself in the face. You understand what I'm telling you? Oh, nigga, you made me mad. Dude. Next thing you're like, what's wrong with you? That's what I'm saying. Spirits will have you do. Because it's not you. They piss me off. Slap yourself. Not saying nigga, I ain't even say that, but slap yourself. You know what I'm saying? But it's just the stuff is crazy. So me and him talked. And he could tell me a little bit, like I was even scared to ask my dad like a lot of stuff because once I seen that, I said, whoa. But I did know they wanted him to kill something. I am the most spiritual that my dad, like between my grandmama So the only thing I could think is, dang, well, I'm the one spirit. I call my dad with Bible verses. I pray for him. When I say just everything, I tell him, Dad, let's pray together. You know, you do this and I'm the one praying. Like when I say, I know for a fact them things don't like me, but it's okay because I got a creator. So I'm not scared of nothing. Let me tell y'all something. The way the Father showed me, like, baby, I'm here for you. And that's why I say, I don't care what I've been through. Like, Father, thank you. I don't blame you for nothing. I love you because I could not get through this without you. So long story short, we end up talking or whatever. And he basically told me he go through this almost every night. So now I'm praying to my Father, like, Father, please, like, please forgive my dad. Please have mercy on him. He didn't know of you. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how they grew up back in the day, but just imagine, you know, coming out of slavery. Like my dad is 77 years old. You get what I'm saying? So I don't know what all. But I guess, and then come to find out, a lot of people, our people, like Black Wall Streets and stuff, a lot of them was Masons. You know what I'm saying? That's when they start breaking up to, oh, no, we're not the white Masons. We're the Brotherhood Black Masons. It don't matter. You're a Mason. A Mason is a Mason. All you is just a little dummy to the organization. You get what I'm saying? And then that's when a lot of our people, they feel like, oh, since I'm a Mason, you know, because it teaches them, you know, prepare yourself. You know, you have this confidence about yourself. You know, it's like they build you. You know what I'm saying? And then that's all, you know, oh, I'm a Mason. And they were, oh, I'm a Mason. You know what I'm saying? But not knowing, nigga, you're going against the creator. Like you are tripping. You understand what I'm saying? But to each his own. So once I experienced that, like, that's another reason why I don't have people come stay the night at my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, even that was my dad last time staying at my house. Like, I even be a little afraid to, I'm not going to say afraid, but I just don't want to go through that again. Like, what I experienced, I'm like, whew. So now with my dad, like, if he do come, I'm like, okay, Dad, you got to get a hotel. I'll make sure it's close by me. You know what I'm saying? Like, whew, when I say that, it's no joke. But I can't say, of course, my dad can't kill me. Because when you have a spirit of the Most High, the devil have to go ask the Father who to touch. The Most High said, you better not touch. What happened to Job? You better not touch him. You can do whatever you want, but you better not touch him. And that's how I feel that the Most High is with me, because at the end of the day, he don't let nothing touch me. He don't let nothing touch me at all. And that's the only thing that like really keeps me going and make me stay calm. You make me stay cool. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, thank you, Father. Because there's a lot of things that happen. And I'm like, I know I'm untouchable. Why? Because I pray, I do my holy days. I like everything. If I read out that Bible, what to do, I'm doing it. Why? Because this is, even though the world is so beautiful, you know, my world is even better. Okay, when I become the empress of my world and I get my crown from the Father, that world is going to trump this world by far. And I know I'm going to be living in a world with no chaotic destruction. Man, please. So go back to my dad. So like I said, I was a little terrified, and I could tell whatever the spirits was beefing in his body, you know, it really drained him that next day. To the point my dad was so quiet that next day, and all I could do is just look at him. And I did look at my dad different. I'm not lying to y'all. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, my guy, what did you get into? You know? And so just seeing that, like, I was like, oh, heck no. My grandma always told us from younger, y'all better not take no oath and no pledges in nobody's name, or y'all gonna have things coming for y'all. And so watching my dad, I said, grandma was definitely on point, because, oh, heck no. Then I had this stupid little lady, would you like to be a traveling woman? I said, so what, I can be a whore? Y'all are whores to everybody. Like, y'all gotta perform sexual favors for, even if you married, like your husband know you got to do whatever them things tell you. And everybody having orgies. And even if he's married, he done had somebody else's wife. Like, you think I want to do that for what? Just to say, oh, I'm a traveling woman who went north and got turned back south. No, if that's the case, I'll just pay that ticket. Just give it to me. Father, can you please send me the money to pay for this ticket? Bam. I'm not selling out like that for what? Yeah, right. Y'all see this beautiful face? Everybody want a piece of me. And that's why I'm selfish. Ain't nobody getting no dang on piece of me. So by that being said, now my dad ended up leaving. Okay. Now I'm about to move out my house. I would say like 3 months. 3 months time of my dad being here. Now I got to move out my place because my lease is up. And I was sitting in the dark. And this same exact book, I was modeling and acting from John Casablancas. So if y'all go back and y'all hear my John Casablancas story, that's why I'm not a model and actress today. But so this book was sitting on my book stand by my door. Now, everything is a portal. Your phone is a portal, your TV is a portal, your computer is a portal, your eyes are portals, your ears are portals. Whatever can open up and go through is a portal. I did not understand these things right then and there. So I'm like, okay, cool. By this being said, now I'm sitting down, and you know how like your house is light, so you don't need no the light, the actual like light in your house. I was just sitting there because my house was already lit from the sun just coming through my blinds and everything. And I was packing. All of a sudden, I'm taking books off of my book stand, and I didn't look at no titles because I know every book that I bring in my house. Don't nobody bring nothing in my house without me knowing. That's how serious I am about. Like, listen, demons could get on items, they can be on materials, and all they want you to do is just wait to you pick it up. Next thing you know, it's attached to you. Like when I say I don't play about nothing, don't pick up no scarves off the ground, don't do none of that stuff because you don't know who is leaving traps for you. That's one thing I have learned from people overseas. A lot of things, and a lot of things they're not telling us because a lot of people overseas know these things. Okay, don't touch stuff that do not belong to you. And if it's not the researcher behind this stuff, don't get it. All this Rockaware, I know Rockaware is out, but I'm just saying like name brand stuff like that. Do you know it's a sacrifice for whatever pagans that they're doing it to? You don't. Make your own stuff. Okay, we are going in a time where you're gonna have to make everything that you want, and we're gonna have to board and sell everything. So y'all just don't even worry about that. So like I said, I'm pulling out the books, and all of a sudden I'm not reading no titles, and all of a sudden I see this book appear. I don't even want to say the name of the book because I don't want to give it vibrations of any sort because to me it's dead. Just know I seen this wicked book appear. I never seen this book, and I'm not gonna say never because I don't, it appeared again in my life, and I'm gonna tell y'all that too. But this book appeared, and all of a sudden, now this is the only book that I looked at as cover. When I looked at it, my vibrations just went off. And all of a sudden, mother effer, father, what the freak is this? If this book ever appeared, now I was about to go throw it in my trash. Something said, no, throw it over your balcony. That was a spirit talking to me. Okay, I'm 21 at the time. Something said, no, throw that book over your balcony. When I got that book, I flung it. And I threw it over my balcony, right? I still got this, not just start praying. Whatever's coming, we're not doing it. I know who I fight for, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just giving everything I got. Because I'm like, you will not live up in this house. Da, 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 da. And I'm 21 years old. Like, let me tell you, I couldn't call my mom. I couldn't call my dad. I couldn't call nobody. That's what I'm saying. Like, y'all parents is not going to save y'all. Y'all better know the Father. So once I get done, like now I'm like, what the freak was that, right? I kid you not. I kid you not. I was 21, right? Now I'm 23, all right? 24, my bad, 24. 24. That's 3 years later now. The same book appeared at my sister's house. My niece is a witness and a testimony, okay? If I can call my niece right now, all I got to say is no. I'm on my YouTube live. Remember what happened? So she'd be like, yeah, auntie. And she would say, yes, y'all. She is absolutely honest. If y'all ever want me, just put down, call your niece. I would do a whole nother video about it. I called her. My bad. So like I said, so I'm talking about call her. That's because I said I'll call her. So like I said, once I flung it, I ended up at my sister's house. 3 years later now, I'm pregnant with my son. And nobody's at the house. Nobody's at the house with me. Okay, I told y'all something told me fling this book over my banister, and my banister was nothing but woods. That's why I say y'all stuff can appear, but y'all better know what to do, right? So the book appeared at my sister's house. I'm walking from her back room to her front of the house. From my peripheral, I see that book. You know, my eyes turn up, and I'm so spiritual. Let me tell you something. Am I seeing you again? That's what I said. I picked that book up again. I said, mother effer, did I not tell you not to appear again? I said, oh, you want to play with me? I said, I promise you, once I throw you in the sword this time, you better not appear, because if you appear again, I'm burning you. I am burning you, right? I promise y'all from the bottom of my heart. That's why I say I don't play with the Father. If you know me, you like, no, Cece don't play at all. So that's why people don't play with me, because I have no time for foolish nonsense. We are definitely living in two different worlds, and I seen the other side of that world. Hold up, and if you're not ready, it's going to take you by storm. So my niece now, as I got this book in my hand, now my niece come home from school. Okay. And like I said, people always thought I was crazy. And I'm like, I don't know what this stuff is. I just know whatever the Father tell me do, I do it. You know what I'm saying? Because I am a fighter, spiritually fight. My grandmother, trust me, she prayed over me. Okay. I have a praying grandmama. So by that being said, I'm walking out the house and my niece coming in. Mother effort it up. And I don't know what all I'm saying. I'm just praying and praying. I'm telling this thing, if you want to keep messing with me, you go ahead and mess with me. But I'm letting you know I'm gonna throw you one more time, baby. And if you show up again, I'm burning you. And I'm burning you. Okay. I'm gonna set this whole book on fire. Now that's one thing I can say. They know you ain't playing. Okay. And I said, oh, you want to tempt me, devil? Okay. Because let me tell you, you know, I got the Messiah and the Most High behind me. I've been through too much and we're not about to do this. I don't know what my dad did, but he's not about to curse this generation because I'm about to bless my generation. The Most High say you better curse your four generation or you can bless them. I said, no. I'm blessing my generation. So whatever my mom did in their life or grandparents or whoever, no. From right now, it stops. So as I'm going outside, my niece looking at me, she like, and she's not saying nothing because she see that I'm going through this thing and I got this book and I'm just telling this thing like what I'm telling you. And I flung it down the sewer. Thank the Father. I haven't ever seen that book again. I'm telling y'all because the spiritual world, when people say they spiritual, what spirit do you rely on? Y'all better start asking these questions because everything is spiritual. Okay. The world, the industry is a spiritual industry, but it's a demonic spirit. So y'all better start picking up what spirits. So that happened to me with my dad. Then my aunt, like I said, back in the day, I was like 6 or 5 years old, and I never wanted to be around this woman. Just her face, and she was one of the ones that always act nice. She got money, she got all this stuff, right? She come with these fur coats, and she, and you're like, what is wrong with this lady? Like, why do you laugh like that? Like, why do you just, what is, like, I was just sit back like, what is wrong with her? And I used to love her grandkids because I'm like, that's my cousin. And I used to be like, what is wrong with your grandmother? And he's like, man, you know, my grandma weird. You know what I'm saying? But she used to play with black magic. And I remember my dad tried to take me over there to go stay at her house. And I'm like, you're not leaving me here. And he's like, yes, you stay. And I'm like, Dad, no, I'm not. I'm not a disrespectful child. But one thing, when my spirit starts to go off on my alarms just shaking, you're not leaving me here. I don't care if I got to get a whooping. You're not leaving me here. I will take this whooping any day. You are not leaving me here. And she had a nice house. So now I'm older. My dad, I asked my dad, I said, Dad, there's been something about Aunt Janice I can't put my finger on. I said, from I was younger, she always just weird to me. And it's not weird like a weird, because I'm weird. You understand what I'm saying? But her weird was like a scary weird. You know what I'm saying? Like a witchy type of weird. And finally he said, well, baby, you know your aunt used to play black magic. And I said, huh? I said, play with black magic. Now, remind y'all, I studied a lot of stuff. I'm not saying studied. I read, and once it got too deep, oh, that's all I need to know. That's just to let me know not to get into the crap, okay? So when he told me, I said, so Dad, why would you try to take me to her house so I can stay the night? He's like, well, baby, I didn't know. And I'm like, why you could tell you I felt something with this lady. Like, what you mean you didn't know? You better pay attention to your children. So by this being said, ever since then, I said, oh no, that lady tried to hug me. And I say, I will make up anything. Auntie, I'll hug you, but I'm sick. Auntie, I would not want to touch her at all. She asked me one time to put up her coat. I ran. You hear me? No, ma'am. I don't want to touch nothing that's yours. And it's nothing against nothing, but I don't know what you're doing. My feelings and my vibrations are not right. So next thing I want to talk about. I end up having 2 females. I was just telling y'all in my recent videos. Come to me, act like they just want to help. They want to do this and they want to do that. Excuse me. Long story short, one of them tell me, well, people say I'm a witch, but, and I say, well, if you talking to me, I know you ain't no witch. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you in my house, I know you ain't no witch. So now I'm looking at her like, why would people say you're a witch? Like, what do you believe in? And I remember when I first met her, I said, I want to see the books that you read, because it's like something's like, what is she? She wear this big old Egyptian, you know, the thing about the whole vagina and the, you know, that little unk type of thing. Is it an unk or whatever it is? I don't wear it, but the Egyptian stuff. And I said, just by that, you know, like I said, I see things. And I'm not trying to like be mean to everybody. So I do kind of be patient, like, okay, let me see what's going on. Because the Father, he brings a lot of people in my life for me to help. And I'm just not the type of person that cut people down. And again, I didn't always have the faith and the knowledge that I have. So I try to take in consideration, like, you know, everybody have their time, and somebody need a little bit more of a push than others. But I also know too, you don't want to be trying to help everybody when people's trying to prey on your downfall or suck all your energy out of you. So speaking of that, I end up getting in contact with one of the ladies. Her name is Honey. And she basically told me, oh, I'm about to come down to your house. Now she was walking down to my house. And I go out, and one thing I've noticed is when she's telling me she's on her way, like something in my spirit, like start to feel. And I'm like, what is this, Father? And I'm still getting comfortable and understanding what my body is telling me. Always listen to your body, because your body is giving vibrations and receiving vibrations. And the Father has blessed us enough to really, if you sit down and understand and start trying to research what those things mean, you would definitely understand. So when I know, like, she could be, and sometimes she don't even tell me that she coming. She can just come, and my whole like. So then I hear. So then I get a phone call. I'm outside, sis. I'm like, okay. So now, like I said, I'm starting to test her spirits. Like, okay, what are y'all doing? Like, and I noticed I started getting at her a couple times. Like, who is the Most High to you? She gonna tell me the Most High is Ra. I'm like, hold a freak up, what? So it's just we start to battle and stuff like this. And like I said, going back to the day she was walking down to my house, she told me, well, I'm walking down, I'm almost close to your house. So now I come out my house and I'm just sitting there waiting for her. I promise you not. It is a bright sunny day. All of a sudden I see like this little black shadow over her. And I'm just like, and when I don't see it no more. And I said, Father, what the heck is that? So I said, something's not right about her. Something not right about her. And when I say as he showed me more, I literally had to cut her and this other lady off, because one of them got witchcraft cards in their house, and the other one have this Egyptian Bible. And she just, the stuff that she said, I'm just like, this don't make sense. But then let her tell me she come from another planet. Her blood type is something I never even heard of. And I study blood types. So I'm like, okay, pull this up on YouTube. Let me see. I mean, pull this up on Google. Let me see what you're talking about here. Honey, nothing made sense. And I'm thinking to myself, well, if you come from another planet, how do you have a man controlling you and he's using and abusing you? So like stuff don't make sense. Tell me stuff that makes sense. All I'm telling y'all is be careful, because people is really out to get you. When they see a lovely glow and a beautiful spirit, they want to attack that spirit. Because like he said, they're not here for nothing positive. The Father gave this world over to the hands of the wicked. And I'm telling y'all, I pray for y'all to the Most High only, okay? To the Black Messiah only, that y'all open up your eyes and stop being gullible or desperate for love or whatever, because y'all got females that's doing stuff behind your backs. Y'all got men that's doing stuff behind your backs just to keep some type of strong hold on y'all. And that's why I hope this video, I love mine. It's so cute. That's what I'm just basically telling y'all, like, I want y'all to do what y'all have to do. And don't worry about all this nonsense. Pray to the Most High and do what y'all got to do. I was hoping that this video don't be so long, but it was something that I really need to talk about, and I really want y'all to see it. So y'all have a blessed day. Stay prayed up and do what y'all have to do. And don't watch who y'all sleeping with, watch who y'all talk to. Just watch, and pray for a spirit of discernment. I always pray for a spirit of discernment, and that's why he's opening my eyes to things that I have never seen before. And when I say never, it's because I never seen them before. I only say never when it haven't ever happened. And now I'm seeing things, and I'm like, whoa, Father. To the point, people don't know when I look at them, I see what spirit they carry. They think I'm just looking at them and smiling. They don't even understand. The Father blessed me with so many powers. Trust me, he's building me up. And I pray that he build y'all up as well, because I need y'all to understand. I need y'all on our team. He said he needs 144. Only 144 is going. Not everybody. So I need y'all to get it together. I'm going to say shalom. Love you guys. Make sure y'all share, like, and subscribe this video, because this thing is going to be going viral. And I got faith and I believe. So y'all have a great day. And make sure y'all don't get into all this nonsense. take the Most High serious. If you're not before, take him now because he's here.